Hey, folks, how's it going? I just felt the need to just had this really strange decision that I just wanted to come and jump on YouTube live for a little bit, just talk a bit of Star Wars and everything I got for Christmas. So if you're watching this later, thanks for tuning in. It's a bit spur of the moment, but I thought, why not? If no one ends up in the chat, this may just end up being a short video. So, yeah, hope everyone's having a great holiday break, Christmas and whatever else. We have a couple of folks viewing, which is always cool. I watched Only One Kenobi's live stream the other day with Bosk's Bounty. That was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people in the chat there. It was a great time, really great stream. But yeah, seeing as I've got a few people watching now, I was just saying that just had this desire to jump on YouTube live for a little bit and just talk a bit of Star Wars. I've just had a bit of an itch that needs to be scratched, and just thought I'd share a few of my Christmas gifts that I got. Didn't get a lot in the figure department. I buy everything for myself anyway, so but yeah, watched the Disney Gallery last night. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Mike, how's it going, dude? But yeah, just wanted to just hang out and talk some wars. I did venture out a little bit today. Boxing Day here in Australia, we have these big sales. It's more so just stores getting rid of crap they could get rid of before Christmas. Hey, Jedi Trek, Merry Christmas to you. Pump weights, make money, get funny. Merry Christmas to you too. I picked up Hallmark ornaments were 50% off, and this was originally $50, which, in my opinion, that's a little bit much. But to get it for $25, that's pretty cool. Luke's X-Wing from the Dagobah Swamp. Makes for a nice piece. I think it looks cool. Hope that's showing up on camera okay. These things are always they always feel just a little bit flimsy, but I get it. They're sort of cast in a really light resin, but this is bigger than I was expecting it to be. But yeah, definitely wouldn't have paid $50 for it, but $25 I'm okay with. It's not so bad at all. Trying to think of some ideas that I could use this for a toy photo, and maybe using the new Black Series Dagobah Luke and Yoda. Maybe see if we can focus this in the background and get a bit of levitating out of a swamp or something. But yeah, Target here in Australia put these out for 50% off today. So we also got a little Chip and Dale ornament, Disney ornament, and a Tinkerbell, just for me and my wife are both Disney fans as well. So cool to get some Disney characters for the tree next year. But yeah, the X-Wing will be sitting in my collection room. Might make its way out to the tree next year. We'll see. But that's cool. Also got the Mando. He's got his little hanger there. Beskar Mando. There was a couple of Mandos. I found this one really hard to get. So I'm pretty stoked to have this guy. He looks pretty good. I like the cape sort of blowing in the wind. Got the rifle on the back. That's awesome. Yeah, there was a pre-Beskar Mando one as well, which was pretty nice. But yeah, didn't find that one. Hallmark put out like a small line of, like, they call them budgety Hallmark ornaments, but yeah, this one was one of them. My father-in-law got this one for me. He also got me the child. This one was a bit harder for people to find, but I'd already grabbed a couple of them, so I do have a spare one. I may save that for a giveaway because I actually really like that. I do have one on the Christmas tree this year. And that's yeah, he was pretty cool. Comes in his little egg. Just love that he's sort of sitting there hanging out the front. It's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Let's put that one down there. But yeah, I'm digging the Mando one. I need to find a little spot for my Hallmark ornaments because I've got a little modest little collection of them now, which is cool. So I hope everyone else has had a good Christmas. What else did you get? What did everyone get? Grogu. Yes. It's Baby Yoda is still muscle memory. I am trying to push myself to calling Grogu more often. I am pretty good at that, but I'm just messing around here on the computer a little bit. Chuck a banner up because I'm good with technology and stuff. Hallmark ornaments after Christmas are always a bargain. It's great when you find some good ones too, because they're generally like pretty picked over. I know, especially here where we've got them in Targets, they're generally at the I found in most Targets, they sort of put them at the checkout. So it's always that one thing that everyone sort of sees as they walk through the checkouts. And they're like, oh, pick that one up. And I've always found sort of the Star Wars ones, Marvel ones, Disney ones are always the more popular ones. So it's always sort of a bit tricky to find one. But yeah, I was pretty stoked to find the X-Wing one this morning. So I grabbed that. And at 50% off, I feel them. I feel that they're a little bit overpriced, but it is what it is. So to get them at 50% off is pretty awesome. 1,000-piece Mando puzzle got the missus doing it. That's awesome. There's some great jigsaw puzzles out this year. I mean, obviously with COVID and lockdowns and stuff, puzzles are the hot thing right now. Like the puzzles are back. And there has been some really, really cool Mando ones. Been tempted myself, but yeah, I haven't been forced into lockdown or anything. My work has been, essential, being in food production, so I haven't had the time off work that a lot of other people have. And thank lucky stars, I feel very lucky to have been able to hang on to my job and keep working. So yeah, it hasn't thrown me around too much, but yeah, if I did, I probably would have jumped into some jigsaw puzzles. They can be a lot of fun, and they can cause a lot of headaches at the same time. All the Star Wars Hallmark ornaments were all gone before Christmas. Yeah, I didn't see many before Christmas at all. So yeah, I've really lucked out on that X-Wing today. Going to move that out of the way. Yeah, I really did luck out on the X-Wing, so I was pretty stoked on that because yeah, I hadn't seen any. I'm not sure if the Ahsoka one, there was an Ahsoka one from Clone Wars that was meant to come out. I'm not sure if she came out here in Australia. I didn't see her anywhere. I would have liked to have gotten that one, but I didn't. I know here in Australia we tend to get like a small portion of what's available in the US anyway. It's just the way it is. It's just the market demands it. But Harry hope everyone had a great Christmas, got a Cad Bane Black Series, and I love it. That is like, I'm about to record my top 10 Black Series figures of the year. That'll be up sort of sometime next week. But yeah, Cad Bane is definitely up there for me. That is just an absolutely stunning action figure. It's incredible. Yeah, it's going to be a hard one to top for me. I think that may come in first place without spoiling my little top 10 video that I'm going to whack up next week. But yeah, that Cad Bane. Oh, I feel like that sort of set the standard for the rest of the figures this year because Quill that just came out from The Mandalorian, he's absolutely beautiful figure. Absolutely fantastic. I love it a lot. Merry late Christmas to you too, Hasbro Star Wars. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, hope you had a great one. No action figures on sale during Boxing Day sales. Boxing Day sales. Still 35 at Big W and Target. I went to 2 Targets today. One Target had a lonely Hoth Trooper, like the Black Series Hoth Rebel Trooper, and I probably would have got it, but I've already got 4, so I didn't really want to get another one, so I left it for someone else. Hopefully someone picks that one up because it's a great figure. That was at Target at Castle Plaza here in Adelaide. Go and grab that one if you're from Adelaide and you're watching. And then there was another Target that had absolutely 0 Star Wars figures in it, so it was a bit of a bust. Big W, I went to at Cumberland Park here in Adelaide. There was 5 Plo Koons, 2 DJ Rexes, 2 Hondo Anakas. I reckon there was probably 2 or 3 of the Credit Collection Cara Dunes left. And then probably a handful of each of the carbonized vintage collection figures, the Death Trooper and the Remnant Trooper. And I'm almost tempted if they go on like deep discount, because I've seen some Big W's that are just absolutely they're falling off the pegs. There's that many of them. If they go on sale at some point, because they're $29, $29, I think, from memory. If they go on sale, if I can maybe get a few of them Remnant Troopers, maybe a couple of Death Troopers too, for a little bit less than $29, I might actually grab a couple for openers and put a bit of a matte spray on them to get rid of that sort of carbonized effect. But yeah, there's some Big W's have been really picked over and there aren't many of them left. And then there's other Big W's that are just, like I said, they're falling off the pegs. So it's kind of crazy what's out there. But yeah, there's nothing else really sitting out there. There's no new Lego. I know I was warned a couple of months ago that that sort of last lot of Lego that came out maybe 3 months ago, there's like the Knights of Ren ship, the Galaxy's Edge ship that's right there that came with Vimarati. When those sort of sets came out, I was kind of told, like, if you want any Lego sets, get them now because there won't be any for Christmas. There was this like Big W specifically, their order was like 5 or 10% of their normal like Christmas order, just because the factory in Billund shut down in Denmark because of COVID. So they haven't been producing as much Lego this year. So everyone was sort of only allotted small amounts. And we just had our first certified Lego store open here in Adelaide about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think. It might have been late November. And I went to visit that, and they had a couple of really good displays. They had a display of the Mos Eisley Cantina Lego set, which I really, really want. But aside from that, their stock levels were just really, really low. So I understand, like, a couple of weeks before Christmas, people were going to go crazy to get into the new Lego store and buy up. And I saw a lot of people walking around with Lego bags, so people were buying up, which is cool to see. But yeah, in terms of like Star Wars Lego, there was very little in there. Hey, Sci-Fi, how's it going, man? Yeah, enjoy the gallery thing. That's absolutely brilliant, fantastic. A good hour-long episode too to kick off the 8-episode series. And yeah, just if anything, like watching, they sort of did like a little bit of a 5 or 10 minute segment on each episode that happened in season 2, and there was the sort of segment that had like Tim Morrison and Robert Rodriguez, who directed the Boba Fett episode where he got his armor back. That just made me even more pumped for the Boba Fett series. And yeah, that show's just going to absolutely rock. So good. Merry Christmas, Myrtle 23. Present to myself was watching A New Hope last night, Empire tonight. Beautiful. Perfect. Yeah, I really want to watch Empire at the moment. I've just had a hankering for it all day. So I may go and do that later tonight. So yeah, other stuff I got this set of tumblers. My wife picked these up for me. Zing Pop Culture had them for $25 for the set. 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back. I've taken them out of the box and have them on display, but they're sort of based on the artwork from the old Burger King / Hungry Jack's glasses. Hungry Jack's here in Australia, Burger King over in the US, and yeah, they're pretty good. I wouldn't have paid over $25 for them. There are a couple where the print is a little bit slightly defected. You know, the tumblers aren't straight like the old Burger King glasses that came out back in the day, or Hungry Jack's glasses. So they're more of a sort of a tumbler. So the prints have been made for a flat surface, and they've sort of gone on a little bit wonky, but it's not too bad. I have a really big collection of Star Wars drinkware, like cups and glasses and mugs and all that sort of stuff. So I do have a cabinet full of drinkware out in, as well as my Geeky Tiki collection out in the living room. But yeah, these ones will stay in the room here for a little while. But it's a cool set. I know these were I'll just comment here from Mike. The glasses are the same shape and design from 1980. Oh, there you go. I was wrong. Thanks for the info. I only go back. I'm only saying what I thought because I do have a couple from Return of the Jedi. I never had any Empire ones, but I do have a couple from Return of the Jedi, and yeah, they were a straight tumbler. So that's cool. I didn't realize that. So thanks. Cheers for the knowledge. I knew I'd learn something if I went on YouTube today. Merry Christmas, Cry Boy. Got my Death Troopers, Stormtroopers, McFarlane, Deathstroke, and Devastator. Awesome. Did well. That's cool. Jack Bauer. Cannot find any Star Wars wrapping paper in Australia this year. Kmart used to sell them every year. Now there is nothing. I found some in Typo, I think. Yeah, I reckon in Typo. Typo's been a little bit lackluster the last 12, 18 months. They sort of stopped putting out as much sort of cool licensed stuff. They've always had some really cool Star Wars stuff over the last few years, but yeah, probably for the last 12 months they haven't had stuff all really. But I definitely pretty sure I saw some 99% sure I saw some wrapping paper in Typo. So if you drop by a Typo store, definitely check them out. They might be worth a look. I know I got some wrapping paper. It wasn't Star Wars wrapping paper. My wife wrapped all my presents in Star Wars wrapping paper, but we've had a backlog of Star Wars wrapping paper in the cupboard for the last couple of years. So it's time to stock up. So yeah, we'll definitely be checking out a Typo next time we go past to see if there's any left over. Got the Grief Karga and the Carbonized Boba. Both really good. I saw you got Grief from Goodies. Grief's a fantastic figure. I'm actually wanting the Carbonized Boba now. I've got my little Boba Fett shelf shrine, and I did tell myself I wasn't going to buy any Carbonized figures. So, but I'm going to make an exception for Boba Fett. So I am on the hunt. I don't think I'm going to get any more in a store anymore. I think they're all gone. But yeah, I should be able to track one down online. Not a bad haul for a 42-year-old. If I'm still getting Star Wars toys at 42, I'll be very happy. I'm 9 years behind you, but I'm still getting Star Wars stuff. But yeah, I mostly buy it for myself, so I tend not to get much for Christmas, and it's hard for everyone to know what I've already got. Got the weirdest Secret Santa Prezi, a Chewbacca snack bowl. That's all I got. I'm not fast. I get things every other week. Yeah, exactly the same, man. I have a Wampa one of those. That's the big open mouth thing. It's fantastic. I love them. Oh, I was really wanting to get the Chewbacca one as well. But yeah, I've got the Wampa one. I use it in the lounge room. My TV remotes and stuff sit in it. So it works out well. And I've got a pair of headphones and loose batteries, and my missus puts her hairpins and stuff in it. So it just ends up full of junk. comic book heroes for $40. Nice. Got a Hot Toys Wicket for me and the Lego Razor Crest for my boy. Awesome. That Razor Crest is really, really cool. He'll have an absolute blast putting that together. I've seen some of the Razor Crest going on eBay now because a lot of places have sold through them. And people are flogging them off for like 300 plus. I think I overpaid when I got mine. That was maybe 200, and I think they're sort of going for around 180 everywhere else. I'm not sure. That's been a few months now, but Hot Toys Wicker, that figure looks epic. Really go well with that new Endor layer that just came out recently. That's a good gift. It's been a long time between Hot Toys for me, so I'm sort of really wanting to scratch that itch again. But yeah, it's hard to keep up with Black Series and Vintage Collection and stuff at the moment. Got an Empire Strikes Back candle set inside of a Tauntaun. Smells really Oh, that is the best. That's gold. That's fantastic. I don't know if I've seen them. I may have at some point. I may have to look it up. I don't recall seeing them, but I know recently me and my wife have spotted there's like a Disney villains candle set, and yeah, some of them smell just a little bit too strong. They look cool, like they're presented really well, but yeah, I just feel like when you get them burning, we're not big candle people. Usually it's citronella to keep the mosquitoes away in the summertime, but that's about it. Excuse me. Got Leia back in November. Yeah, I've given up on Black Series. Can't keep up. I can completely understand, especially when you can, probably skip 6 or 7 Black Series figures and you can get yourself a Hot Toys figure. So I completely get that. Yeah, I can see a lot of collectors going that way. Like I've sort of just I've dug myself in too deep now. I could, but I don't want to sort of sell everything off and then focus on putting that towards Hot Toys. And yeah, I don't know what it is. I just like being picky with the Hot Toys. I could go all in. But yeah, that's why I got rid of most of my Marvel Legends. I still need to sell a good bunch of my Marvel Legends figures. I got rid of probably 90% of them, but I still probably got about 20 odd that I could sell off. Just need to dig them out. Another gift I got from my sister is the Complete Vehicles book. Now, by complete vehicles, it actually means incomplete vehicles because there's nothing from The Mandalorian in it. But I dare say we'll be getting plenty of Mandalorian content coming out. We've got the visual dictionary coming this year in April or May. So Mando will definitely get its own books, but this pretty much fills everything through the all the cinematic releases. So that's cool. Most of it's sort of collected. I've got all the books beforehand, so it's more so just collected stuff. There's a few different ones in there. 2 exclusive cross sections. I can't remember what they are. But yeah, this is a nice book. I like the sort of bright orange spine that sort of really pops off on the shelf. But yeah, I knew I've pretty much got most of the separate books that fill this, but it's nice to have a sort of collected edition. So that was really great. And then my wife got me The Art of the Mandalorian by Phil Sostak. Foreword by Doug Chiang. This is a beautiful book. I really love these art books. I'd love to see them go back and do the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy as well to really, really fill that shelf out. So I dare say we're going to get a Mandalorian one for each season. So I hope he's hard at work getting volume 2 together, because this is, yeah, I might have to do a separate video on this at some point and just sort of pick out some highlights, because yeah, look at that one from chapter 4. Sorgan, a sort of fishing village. Yeah, I reckon I will do a separate video on this one at some point. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for Christmas. Yeah, I got myself some clothes as well. So what I would do for that Mando art book, I believe it's out now on Amazon. So definitely go and grab it because it's it's a really nice book. I need to get some. I covered the rest of my books. I got that plastic, really light plastic sort of book binding covers. I did that to the rest of the books just to give them a little bit of extra protection, specifically because of the art on the dust jacket. If it was if it was printed on the hard book underneath, I'd probably not worry so much. But yeah, it's nice. I really sort of picky about my books and my collection, and some of the special ones like these, I like to preserve them. So I do sort of, really try and look after them. Hey, Darth Rock, how's it going, man? Merry Christmas from New Zealand. Merry Christmas right back at you. Got a pretty cool calendar of The Mandalorian. Would love that book, though. Yeah, I think Amazon's got the book for, what was that, $45? Maybe? Can't remember. But yeah, it's a nice book. I saw the calendar in JB Hi-Fi, and that was a cool calendar. Had some rad folks in the chat. I wasn't expecting much tonight, so I'm glad everyone's here. Any vintage collection to show? No, I don't. I sort of up to date with my reviews on all the vintage collection stuff that's recently come out. I know the Rex has been really hard to get because it was sort of. I heard that they sent out a lot of them and then they sort of pulled back on them a bit because a lot of the quote unquote backlash from the poor Rex figure that's really old and dated now. It doesn't stand up with the ARC Troopers that recently came out. So I saw a lot of sort of heard that Hasbro sort of pulled back on that release a lot. So a lot of the cases that are hitting Australia aren't actually including them. I think Aussie Sci-Fi Collectibles got them at one point, but I think they sold through pretty quickly. So yeah, that Rex could be a tricky one to find in the coming sort of weeks, months. Hopefully Hasbro correct it. I know they said next time they want to do a Rex, they will do a new one, but they're not for now because it's too late in the process. So, yeah, I'm just trying to think the vintage stuff. Yeah, I got a second one of the vintage Mando and Child with Grogu. I do have a few vintage collection cases from Evo Retro coming, care of Goodies Toys. I've got to catch up with him and grab them at some point. So I've got a few vintage collection figures carded that I want to put in the cases and protect them for a little bit. So I'm looking forward to grabbing them. But aside from that, yeah, it's not really a lot at the moment. I mean, it's been a lot for the last few months. It hasn't really stopped. I'm seeing everyone get their Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike set from Amazon. I've seen folks in the UK and the US get them already, so that's exciting. It's nice to see that Amazon is shipping them out. I have one on the way. I ordered mine through Goodies Toys. He managed to get a couple of cases, I think. I'm not sure. I don't think he's got any more for sale on his website, but I managed to sneak in when he had 2 or 3 left. So I was very happy to sneak in there at the last minute. I just sort of said to my wife, like, this thing on Amazon, they've sold out. Can't get any more, but he's got them. It's going to cost me $100. She said, yeah, go for it. So I did. So hopefully I have the Speeder Bike very soon. I really like that. I wish I could have got 2. But one's cool. I'm happy with one. And Jar Jar looks like it's starting to hit in a few plot spots too. I think EB Games in Canada, I think, have been getting them. So that's looking pretty cool. I'm glad that one sort of got pushed out nice and quick. I know Zing have got a pre-order for January 20-something. So that's only a few weeks away. So anyone else? What have you got for Christmas? Got any cool gifts? Any plans for New Year's? Is that Speeder Biker Black Series one? Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the. I'll see if I can quickly find a picture on my phone. I've seen someone post it recently. I'm sure Kylo Collector has shared a picture of it somewhere. Here's the Jar Jar. My dear Lord, he posts some stuff. This might be harder to find than I thought. Yeah. There's a picture of Jar Jar. I'm pretty keen for Jar Jar. I'm looking forward to that figure, man. I really am. I think it looks cool. I'm a Jar Jar fan, unapologetically. Who's keen for the new Boba Fett helmet? Count me in. Who else would have posted? I know I've seen people post the picture of the speeder bike, but I'm completely blanking on who has. Probably Yak Face is probably a safe bet too. Apparently, I'm wrong. Maybe I'll do a little tag search. Bear with me, folks. Hope to get that speeder bike from the Mandalorian. Damn, now not up for grabs. I hope they'll put some more out because I'd love to get a second one. Speeder bike. I wrote spider bike. That's not very cool. I'd like a spider bike. Imagine having 4 sets of pedals. Where are you? Says someone that got Lucky Bugger got himself 4 of the 332nd. Only got 2. I'm happy with 2. But yeah, there's the speeder bike underneath. Comes with little Grogu in his bag. Scout Trooper comes with punching action. I made that bit up, but you could definitely do it if you wanted to. Nothing new since Darkside Ray, says Mike. It is a cracking figure. I did watch your review. I'm surprised that you opened it. I was really hoping for that sort of sneak preview of the next figure on the side of the tab too. So I was a little bit bummed when it was just like a white strip, but it is what it is. Maybe Hasbro hasn't planned that far ahead, so I hope we get some more Rise of Skywalker stuff. Ben Solo's got to be in there, doesn't he? Let alone every other character in that freaking movie that hasn't been made yet, which is just about all of them. I got Quill, Grief, and Moth for myself. Arrived Christmas Eve. Beautiful. They're fantastic figures. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I did share my Christmas photo that I did with all my new Black Series with my Mando collection. I'll see if I can quickly find that too. Swear I haven't taken that many photos. I do have a figure coming in actually, which I'm really excited about. Let me get rid of the comment here. There we go. My little Christmas postcard. I had a lot of fun putting that together, actually. I won a pretty good auction. No, it wasn't an auction. It was a buy it now, but I did barter with the seller to get it for a bit of a cheaper price. And it's the Phase 1 Dark Trooper. So I've got that. That should be coming next week. Really excited about that. That was part of the sort of expanded universe wave that came with Jason Jaina Solo, Space Trooper Crook, however you pronounce him. And yeah, Build-A-Figure parts for the droid that's in Jabba's palace that should be on a vintage card itself. So yeah, I got that for about $60. So I was absolutely thrilled with that sort of score. Looking forward to it. All the Dark Troopers are the hot new thing right now. I need to try and find the Phase 3 as well. Phase 2, Phase 3, I can't remember. I don't think they did a Phase 2 action figure of Dark Trooper, but they did a Phase 3. Saw an amazing video recently on YouTube called House of 80s Toys. A collector finds tons of original Star Wars toys still in the original boxes. Worth a watch. I am going to take a photo of your comment here so I remember later on. Try and get my mug out of it. There we go. That'll remind me of when I'm going through my photos to do a little YouTube search for that one. That's cool. I want to actually do a spotlight on a YouTuber as well. He goes by Boylay Hobby Time. That channel right there. And he does some absolutely incredible like dioramas. He's got painting skills, he's got molding skills, resin, airbrushing. He does it all. And he just did last week. I'll try and get to the end of the video. But he did a diorama of the the water plant from episode 15, chapter 15. There's a Slave 1 flying away, getting chased by TIEs. It's just after Mayfeld gets the shot off and blows the dam. But yeah, check him out. He's on Instagram too. If you want to get inspired by like model building and stuff like that, I'm actually doing he did a Boba Fett. And I'm actually sort of working on one myself now that he really inspired me to sort of do some model making and try and test my patience. 332nd would have loved one of those. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that whole thing. That was a messy release all across the board. For folks in the US with Walmart exclusives, that was a mess. From here, Zing Pop Culture over-ordered and they couldn't fill a lot of their orders. People's orders were getting cancelled. It was just a mess. So hopefully those figures get out again at some point. Can't believe it hasn't been banned Lando yet from Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, it would be great. Yeah, I feel like they need to go back through the sequels at some point. There's probably a few characters they could redo. Old Man Han, old Luke, they could all be redone. Leia still hasn't had a sequel release since 2016, from after The Force Awakens came out. Those Dark Troopers cost you a bit. Do you have the giant Phase 3 builder droid? That is amazing. No, I haven't. No, I did. I saw pictures of it the other day, and I think I'll be more than content to get the sort of. It was like 5 POA, Power of the Force figures. There's one on a Fan's Choice 30th anniversary card that I'd love to get. Oh, yeah, cool. Crowboy's seen him. Yeah, vouch. Yeah, the Stormtrooper firing. Yeah, just the electronics he uses and the way, so he did Boba Fett blasting the Stormtrooper, but he got a small light and he soldered it all up and, ran the wire through the model of the Stormtrooper into the base and so you could flick a switch on from underneath the base. It was incredible, like just using this micro drill and then being able to thread the wire through the actual, like, it was I'm pretty sure it was a Bandai model kit Stormtrooper. So he was able to like pop it apart, drill holes, feed the wire through like the torso, the legs, the feet, and into the base of the diorama. It was incredible. There's so many talented people out there. I really wish I had that much time on my hands. But yeah, I sort of just spill a little bit about what I've got coming up. I do want to do a giveaway at some point soon, maybe early in the new year. I just hit 3,500 subscribers, so that blew my mind. And I'm almost at 3,600 already after a week. I just hit 3,581, I think, just this afternoon. So I'm not far off of 3,600. So those numbers still just make my brain hurt. Really, that's a lot of people that have hit that subscribe button. So I want to do a giveaway. I did one at 3,000 early on in the year, back in February. So I'm looking forward to doing another giveaway, hopefully. Yeah, like I said, in the new year. And hopefully I can make it international, because I know my last one I can only make it within Australia. But yeah, hopefully I can make this international and try and get something out to go overseas. That'll be fun. But yeah, I want to do my top 10 Black Series figures from 2020. I've kind of got a rough list written down for that. It's really hard to choose. There were some absolutely cracking figures this year. I might do a little bit of vintage collection showcase too. I don't know how I went with vintage collection this year. I sort of go in spurts of what's come out, and then there's kind of repack waves in the middle that I completely skip out on. But yeah, I sort of mentioned last video, I sort of want to sort of showcase some parts of my collection. Like I've got my little Mos Eisley Cantina shelf I really want to get a little video of, and just other parts of my collection. Definitely and maybe hit up for some requests. I know Sci-Fi does his subscribers choice videos, and they're just fantastic, because it's a bit of a showcase of everything that everyone else wants to see. And I recently went back and watched Sci-Fi sort of Tatooine character sort of bunch of collection of figures, because only one's been doing his Tatooine Wild Shelf, which has been really cool. Take it easy, Sci-Fi. Have a good one, mate. Thanks for tuning in for a bit. I'll try and, if I remember, I'll flick you a link to you on Instagram or something, so you can just, crack it right open. Get out of here. What does it say from Fanboys? It was like, get out of here, you Kirk-loving Spock suckers. I love that movie. I haven't watched that for a while. Yeah, it's getting nearly 10 o'clock, so I might even wrap it up shortly in a few minutes. I just had this, just really wanted to get online and just talk some Star Wars for a little bit, so I have got that out of my system. Appreciate all the comments and everyone hanging out and stopping by. I appreciate it. I'll hopefully get back to my semi-regular weekly live streams now that Mandalorian-ish. It was a little bit sad yesterday, but it was Christmas Day. It wasn't sad, but we didn't have a new Mandalorian episode. Let's be honest, I think we're all still getting over that finale. Oh man, that was so good. But yeah, really excited. The next 7 weeks of Disney Gallery. That's a great series. The first season was fantastic. I'm looking forward to really looking forward to the next one. What's my favorite Klingon? I'm going to go with Steve. There is one called Steve. He's my favorite Klingon. Steve's a good guy. I don't know what a Klingon is, but I assume Steve's a good one. Well, I know Klingons are in Star Trek. I know that, but Yeah, I think Steve, he- Dave's a pretty good Klingon too. They're not bad at all. Um, yeah. Oh, I'm on Twitter too. I just joined Twitter. I got harassed. I didn't get harassed. Um, Blue Harvest Vintage Toys Mark talked me into it, and he's been sort of pushing me to get on Twitter for a little while. So I joined Twitter. I'm not totally active. I'm just going to sort of just jump on every now and then, because I've been on Twitter about 10 years ago, and I've sort of jumped in a couple of times over the years, in and out, and yeah, I sort of got over it. And so yeah, back on Twitter, Force. I can't even remember what my Twitter handle is, but if you're on Twitter, come and follow me, and you'll have super good time. It's just Force with Jesse. So yeah, come follow me on Twitter. Heard there is only one episode of Galleries this year. I don't know. I thought they were going to do 8. I thought they were going to do one every week like they did last year, but I hope that's not the case. I mean, they did sort of just go through all 8 episodes, didn't they, in that one first episode? But I don't know. I hope we see a little bit more. We'll see next week. What's a favorite movie other than Star Wars? That's a good question. I'm a big fan of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. A big fan of lots of other sort of interesting sort of sci-fi movies. I really like Looper. Looper's a great movie. Inception is probably one of my favorite movies. I haven't watched Tenet yet. I just bought Tenet the other day on Blu-ray, so I'm looking forward to watching Tenet. I like Chris Nolan. I think he's a brilliant director. I'd like to see Nolan tackle a Star Wars film. Oh, nice. Just bought the SHF Anakin, and it's on its way. Is that the episode 3 one? It must be the episode 3 one. Yeah, it's a cool figure, man. Yeah, definitely. I really like it. A lot of people sort of said his face looked a little bit too anime-ish, but I dig it. I think it's a great-looking Anakin. Yeah, absolutely. You'll have a blast with that figure when he comes in. Mike says Back to the Future for me, another great set of movies, great trilogy. I do like them. Indiana Jones, really big fan of Indiana Jones as well. There's all sorts. I sort of get into a little bit of being like a Star Wars fan. I've obviously gone back and watched a lot of Kurosawa. I also like the Man with No Name trilogy with Clint Eastwood. They're fantastic. Your favorite director is Martin Scorsese. He's a good director. Who do you think is the best antagonist in the Star Wars series other than Vader? Gonna have to go with Palpatine. He is the puppet master all throughout. Sweet. All right, guys. I might leave it with you. I'm gonna head off and go and see if I can convince my wife to let me watch Empire Strikes Back. You will let me watch Empire Strikes Back. Next celebration, when it happens, should be jam-packed with stuff from all the new shit shows coming. Absolutely. I can't wait to get over to America again. I miss the United States. Cannot wait to get to Anaheim for 2022. Got to go. Baby needs changing off the poopy butt. Have fun with that. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Looking forward to thanks, Mike. Appreciate you hanging out. I'll chat with you soon. I'll get you on next weekend or something. We'll try and work out a date, and we'll hang out and talk some Star Wars again, because it's good fun. All right, folks. Thanks very much. Again, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those good places. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit the thumbs up button. That would be really cool too. All right, guys. Thanks very much. Take it easy. May the force be with you always.